Okay, I'm back. I'm back live. All right, I'm back live. Fourth time's the charm on today's live streaming. A channel about nothing. I'm doing this solely for you. I don't know. I've named every live stream the same today. Is it working? I am back again. How's the audio, Carly? Is it okay? Oh, good gravy.
Yeah.
That's so funny. What a fun day we're having today. The third live stream. Alright, I did make a new one. I am channel about nothing. Hopefully you get the notification. I feel bad. I probably just bombed these people with notifications. I am definitely gonna lose some subscribers. I gotta delete that other video. Cause that one how do I delete a video? I don't know, I'll figure that out later. Alright, whatever. Hi Carly. How's it going? Sound okay over there? I'll just wait a few minutes for people to come in. Let me know if you get into the chat, and then I can officially restart, because this is now like the 10th time. Oh man. All right. Well, I feel bad because like this is literally the fourth time I've streamed. I hope people don't get mad at me. Let's talk about pink golf balls. No pink golf balls. That's ridiculous. That's nonsense. That's blasphemy. I'm currently setting up my Hackintosh right now. I'm just gonna wait a few minutes if people want to come in and see the old video. Got a, let me know if you're watching. Mac OS or Windows? Oh my goodness. I'll tell you what. It's nice to have somebody join the chat. Mac OS all day. Okay, not maybe, not 100%. But oh my goodness, I have been using Windows. It has been on a hard drive, so I think that's probably most of the problems that I have had. I think a lot of the issues that I've had with my computer here is just because the hard drive is so slow. But oh my gosh, Windows is killing me. That's exactly why I have Mac OS installed right now on my computer. It literally just clicked up about this Mac. It says it's a, what does it call it? Does it say it's a, oh yeah. It doesn't call it any kind of Mac, but I officially do have Mac OS. I had built this computer to turn into a Hackintosh because I was using Windows, and I don't mind Windows, don't get me wrong, but there are a lot of things about Mac OS that I do enjoy, and there are a lot of reasons why I have chosen to go and stick with Mac OS. I think the main reason, one of the main reasons is obviously the ecosystem. I could beat you to death with that every single day. But I think the main reason I always go back to Mac OS, I always come back to Mac OS. The main reason is because I have Safari on Mac OS. I know that might sound silly. There's other reasons like driver issues and everything on Windows where you gotta reboot, do this, do that, do this, do that, do this, that. But on Safari on Mac OS, you can it'll suggest passwords for you like Z, capital Z, lowercase y, and it'll have like a 17 to like 20 character, like super unique password that no one's ever gonna be able to guess. And it'll just autofill that in, it'll lock it into your devices, so on your iPad, on your phone, and then any other device that uses Safari, it'll have that password saved. That's my favorite thing about macOS, one of my favorite things. And another thing I really don't like about Windows that I like about macOS is that Windows, there's always like a tiny little bit of troubleshooting, and it's so frustrating sometimes. I love your videos. Thank you. Thank you, oh gosh, I don't want to mess this up. Gara? Theagara? Is that right? Thank you. Thank you for loving my videos. I love my videos too. I'm so self-centered. The only person I watch on YouTube is myself. I don't know if you knew that. The only time I open the YouTube app is to watch my old videos to get my views up. That's so vain. That's so funny. I bet there's people who do that. Not me. Not actually. That's pretty funny though. So yeah, I definitely lean Mac OS. Windows is nice though because with Windows you get the upgradability. Like on Windows you can upgrade your graphics card, processor, RAM, storage, case, fans, this, and this. But with Mac OS you typically can only maybe upgrade the RAM, or you can upgrade the storage sometimes, but mainly you can pretty much never upgrade anything. That's the one thing. But that's exactly why I have built a Hackintosh, which is great. And it's working actually right now. I have it working. I can't really show it because it's on the monitor right here, but it literally, I have, you know what? Actually, no, I can't. Wait, just for a quick second. You see that right there? That, my friends, is Mac OS officially working on a Windows computer. I do have a Mac right here, but this is my girlfriend's. And it is not connected. So so far, Hackintosh, it is working. I haven't been able to play around on it too much, but so far, it's awesome. So, I wanted to talk about a few things in today's episode. One of them, AirPods. These things, Mariah's Dream, you're back again, because this is the 15th time I've tried to live stream today. AirPods, these things are so awesome. I will never get tired or sick of these things. Why do I like these things so much? Well, one of the reasons is I like to watch stuff like on the iPad. So I'll have this just sort of kicked up like so, and it'll just be, you know what I mean, it'll just be like this. It'll just be like this, and then I'll have it watching like that, and then I'll connect the AirPods, put those in my ears, and then I can actually just walk around. I will do the dishes a lot of the time, have them in my ears. That way it doesn't have to be super loud. My girlfriend doesn't have to hear it. Nobody has to deal with it, just me listening. And I love being able to walk around all over town with them. I genuinely enjoy that, to be honest. And is my live chat disabled on this?
What?
Is my live chat disabled?
What does that mean?
Like, can you chat on that?
Yeah.
Channel About Nothing said that he can't chat.
Did you just get my message?
Here, let me check. Yeah, I got it. Okay, well. Alright, I think it's working still. Alright, so yeah, AirPods, these things are great. They are expensive though, but I did not buy them. My mom got me them for my birthday, which is excellent. And I've never really had wireless headphones. I had one pair that I really did like, and those went through the washing machine and then they broke, which kind of stinks. But I do really enjoy these things, and I definitely suggest if you have the money. They're expensive, $160, and you can't ever. I would never buy these things used, and you can't ever find them discounted. But if you do have the money, these things are excellent headphones, and I really do enjoy them. And I've had nothing but good things to say about them, which is nice, I guess. So, so far I'll give you some updates on my computer situation. I said I have macOS officially working. The MacBook Pro is gone. The i5-8400 so far is awesome. Exporting that other video I just did was like so fast. It was awesome. It took, I said in the video, it took 7 minutes for a 10-minute video. That one took about 10 minutes for like a 12-minute video, and that's awesome. You ever had the AirPods fall out? My Apple EarPods? No, see, I've actually never had that problem. I run with them. I don't run very fast. Actually, I run quite slow. You could pretty much say I walk. But I think they're just like a tiny bit thicker than normal EarPods, and I've actually never have ever had that problem so far. But no, I've never. I'll listen to them while I'm sleeping. I'll listen to them while I'm walking around. I mean, like I said, I go running, and I'll go running. I mean, I'll walk a lot of it, but I'll go running for like 4 miles, and I've never had a problem with them falling out. I think they're a little bit thicker, mainly because of the battery and the technology inside of them. But I think that's also so to prevent them from falling out. But I know my girlfriend has tried them on, and they actually don't fit her ears very well, which is kind of interesting. But yeah, no, I've never actually had that problem. Sometimes maybe they're too big if you have small ears. She has small ears, and I don't. I have big ears. I have big head too. I got big stomach, big everything. Oh wait, that's inappropriate. Did you hear that one, Carly? I got a big everything. I'm gonna get demonetized. Oh no, wait, I don't get monetized. I would have gotten demonetized. That's funny. So, yeah, another update. I am. Nick, you thought that was funny? Yeah, that's inappropriate. That's funny though. I'm going to cut out the front of my case right here. I'll pop the front off if I can't get a grip on it. Ah, there it is. So the front of the case is right here. And right here I'm going to be cutting out an Apple logo. And I'm going to put, I got a light diffuser that I'm going to put behind it. I got a bunch of white RGBs I'm going to throw right here. And then so it should give the illusion of essentially this right here, the light up Apple logo. This is not my MacBook, this is my girlfriend's. That's why I keep you. But hopefully I can get essentially a light up Apple logo on here. I think that would look so cool. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to get that done. I'm buying the pieces. They haven't come in just yet, but it's a 10.5 inch, Carly, not 9.7. But so far, I think it's gonna work. I got the Dremel, I have the lights. I just need the light diffuser to come in. That should be coming in sometime next week, and then that will hopefully look like a light up Apple logo. I'm also buying another thing, but since you guys are on the live stream, oh, a channel about nothing. Welcome. See, I'm doing everything to get you in here. But hopefully I'll get that illusion of the white Apple logo. That is the goal. I think that would look so cool. What model iPad is that? It's the iPad Pro 10.5 inch 2017. If you're looking to buy a new iPad, what I would do, this is what I would suggest doing. The iPad Pro from 10.5 inch is way too powerful for anything I've ever needed. But what I would do is I would just wait until they come out with the newest iPad Pros, and then purchase the iPad Pro 10.5 inch, because those will definitely go on sale, and you can get that for probably $400, and that's a killer deal on a killer laptop or a killer tablet. That is just awesome. I really enjoy this thing. I use it almost every day, which is awesome, and I really do enjoy this. So I'm also going to be getting, I gotta look it up. I'm going to be getting, it's something goofy, and I know I probably don't need it, but it was like $3. It is going to add a little bit of character to my Hackintosh build, but I'm going to be getting this Steve Jobs bobblehead. Here, I'll show it right here. I'm gonna get this Steve Jobs bobblehead right there, and that is gonna be so funny. It's going to go in like just in the front of the case so people can see it. It's not gonna be very big. I think it's only a few inches, but I think it's gonna look pretty funny. I think it's gonna look pretty cool, especially considering that it's gonna be like an upgradable Mac. It's kind of like a stick it to you to Steve Jobs, because I know he would have hated that idea and probably hates the idea of Hackintoshing. So it's kind of funny to throw him in there, and it's just like I think it's just kind of like an irony thing. So. Update I did. This is like the fourth time I said this. I've done 4 live streams tonight. I got a 500 gigabyte SATA SSD today with 500 read, 500 write, a little bit faster than 545 megabyte per second read, 525 megabyte per second write. It's not the fastest drive of all time, but 545 megabyte write and read is extremely fast and plenty for what I do. I don't deal with 8K, 4K footage. I only do 1080p, so I'm not worried at all about that being too slow or anything. It'll boot Mac OS on my Hackintosh. It actually has already booted it. It's currently on the screen in case you're just joining me. And it's nice. I got it for $75, 500 gigabytes. Steve said he used to bobble a bit in real life, especially when he got angry. That's funny. That's clever. Yeah, he was. That's actually pretty funny. Yeah, but he was like probably like one of the best marketers of all time. See, that's the thing. Like he wasn't the best like technician. Like he wasn't the best computer guy, but he was such a great like marketer, and he was just so intelligent and just like really funny and clever. Like if like I love watching the old keynotes. I know it's weird, but like I love watching those like the 2002 keynote. I like watching the MacBook Air keynote when he officially released that. He was an awesome guy. I think like sometimes people overrate him a little bit because he was so awesome, but like I just think there are some things that he did that were just so amazing, like that changed so many fields, and maybe he didn't invent them or it wasn't even his idea, but he certainly gets credit for them. And Apple just isn't the same company without him, in my opinion. I think they're less worried about quality now and more concerned about, oh well, if we cut this out, we can make an extra like $5 per thing sold, and it's like, yeah, it makes sense when you sell 5 million of them, you can make an extra 500 or $25 million, but it's like what cost? I think that's what Apple's like. My concern with Apple is recently. Why doesn't Apple have the typing where you can drag your finger over the letters? Like, what? They do have that. You can download apps for that. It's called Swipe, and I hated doing that. I used that in when I had an Android phone. I did not enjoy that. I did not care for it. But my girlfriend, she's just always trying to pick fights. I know she is. She's sitting in the back there just trying to pick fights. But so far, I do like the built computer. I was saying I don't love Windows, but it's not that I don't love Windows. It's just there are just a lot of things about Mac OS that I really enjoy, and Windows is a fine operating system. I have no problems with it. There are just some bugs here. It's like I gotta like restart it constantly that I just never feel like I ever had to do on my MacBook Pro. But again, you sort of lose that a little bit when you build your own computer. But like I'm also running a 6-core processor that's like a 20,000 on Geekbench, RX 580, like probably like one of the top 6 cards, like 6th best card you could buy, consumer grade card. It goes like 1080 Ti, 1080, 1070, 1060, 6 gigabyte, and then 580 are like right in the same spot. So I mean, certainly it's a great card. It's a great system. I'm like really happy with it, and to get it for the price I've gotten it for, I'm really pleased with. But I have this power supply in there. I had to buy a new one because my other one was broke. But I'm hopefully going to be able to get not a refund, but hopefully they'll send me a new one out, which would be great. But the power supply I have in right now is kind of a junky one. It's got like the mustard and ketchup cables, but my plan is to maybe custom sleeve them. That would be really cool. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do that because that's going to be super time consuming, but that would be really fun. I mentioned that in one of my last videos. I also want to thank you guys for 205 subs. Let me just double check that. Sometimes it varies. And it looks like it is still 205. That's amazing. Like that. It's so crazy. Every time I get a new subscriber, like I don't know, like I can't believe it, to be honest. But so far, it's awesome. Windows 10 still uses the CE drive vernacular from decades ago, which yeah, that's true. Yeah, I think Windows, the way they keep the way they do their filing system to me is so confusing. Like I get so lost sometimes just looking for like the basic files that I have to search them, find the path that they take, and then I'm like, okay, that's where they're at. But yeah, that is very funny. Oh, Windows 10. It's pretty good though. It's definitely a solid operating system. It's better than I remember because I was using a Surface Pro 3, and certainly the Windows 10 experience has definitely gotten better, especially with updates. I know they just had a big update, sometime in April, the Creators update or something. Maybe that was before that, but I know Windows has certainly gotten better since I've used it, and I've actually enjoyed my experience with it for the most part. There are some things that bother me, but there are definitely things about macOS that bother me. Like, why is it so difficult to have split screen in macOS? Like Windows, you just drag. That makes so much sense. But macOS, it's like click and hold the green dot, drag that over, and then hope that the other apps support it. It's like they should just all support it, just natively. Just the operating system to just figure that out. I called my main hard disk drive for the longest time. Oh, I called my main and I'll called it. That's funny. Channel about nothing. That guy's a character, and he's Australian. I gotta try to read him in an Australian accent, or is that what would that be? Is that like culturist or something? No, not culturist. Oh, cultural appropriation. I'm sure that guy channel about nothing. I don't know his name, but I'm sure if I start talking in an Australian accent, reading his comments, he'd get all mad. I have 15 subscribers now, but I think most of the haters are. Yeah, he's growing though. Channel about nothing. You should check him out. His videos are kind of funny. They're gonna like make you kind of mad though if you watch them. I watched a few minutes of your global warming video, and I got a kick out of it. But that's really funny though. 15 subs. You better not pass me though. I'm gonna be so mad if you pass me. Not really. I don't care. That would be awesome though. Cause then I can just ride your coattails. If you just hit like 1,000 subscribers really fast, 2,000. I just did a few on. Yeah, seriously. It's all about doing stuff about like super decisive things. My most popular videos are the ones with my most dislikes, but also my most likes. That's really funny. I'll never pass a jackrabbit meat. That's funny. It's funnier because he's Australian and I know that. So like thinking that in my head makes it really funny. But channel about nothing. I got Mac OS to work on my Hackintosh over here. This thing looks sweet. It's looking good. You know, RGBs are like so simple. But I think they can just class up a computer depending on what look you're going for. If you got the windowed look, I know it's so stupid and it's like a total waste of money, but like RGBs definitely make your computer look kind of cool. Like, I don't know, I certainly enjoy the RGB look. This one came with RGB fans and an RGB strip across the top, and I think it looks really, really good. So wait for the new models. Yeah, I would definitely wait for the new models of the iPads. They released the iPad Pro 2017 in June of last year, and it seems to be close to an 18th month refresh, and that might seem like a long time, but July is almost over, so you're looking at 4 more months, and I know that kind of stinks, but hopefully they release it. I'm thinking in October is probably when they're going to be releasing the new iPad Pros, and those things are going to scream. First of all, those Geekbench scores are probably going to be off the charts. Apparently, they're going to have I think they have an octa-core processor or something. Those things are going to scream. Those Geekbench scores are going to be off the charts. That's going to be exciting. Yeah, I would definitely wait though, Mariah Street, because they are, or like the 2017 one is way overkill. I would say the 2015 12.9 inch and the 2016 iPad Pro are overkill for what they do. But if you could find one of those, I would get one of those. Like this, I personally think this is overkill, but it's nice to just, it's just nice to have. I mean, it's stupid, but it's nice to have the newest and most updated one. But I would wait till the new ones come out for either the new one or, and if you can't afford that, get the 2017 iPad Pros, and if you can't afford that, then look at like a 12.9 inch 2015 or a 2016 9.7 inch iPad Pro, because all of the iPad Pro lineup is so strong. It's such a great lineup that Apple came out with, and I'm really, really happy they came out with it because I think it's an awesome lineup, in my opinion. Shit about nothing. I don't have the skills for Hackintosh. Yeah, I don't think I really do either, but I've done it before, so I had way too much confidence that I would do it again, and it took me like 2 or 3 hours to get it working, but now it is working. And I don't know how well it's working because I haven't like done anything on it yet because I literally booted up as I was going live. But I think it's working. I'm waiting for Apple to release an OS named The Wall. Mr. President would really Apple some tax breaks if they did that. Yeah, but isn't Apple, all of their stuff is stored in, like their business is stored in Ireland. So they get like amazing, they already get amazing tax breaks because all their money is stuck in Ireland because Ireland doesn't charge any taxes. We should cut them tax break. Get some Apple American jobs. That'd be great. That'd be great for the economy. I don't want to talk about politics. Oh my goodness. Update on the podcast. We filmed it this weekend, me and my buddies did, and both of our phones cut out after 30 mine was 32 minutes. This was 38 minutes, so that's a little bit frustrating. So we're gonna try it again. But podcast is coming out eventually. I may just do my own podcast here coming up. Would you guys be interested in that? Check it out. All themes and course languages. What do you mean? Oh yeah. Well, that's my girlfriend, Jen About Nothing, and she'll probably enjoy that kind of stuff. What do you'll like that stuff, Carly? Carly,
What?
did you see what the Jen About Nothing said?
Yeah.
You gotta watch the global warming video. You'll get a kick out of it. No problem, Mariah. Stream. Oh my goodness. All right. For those of you watching, right now, tell me what your favorite Techno Eclipse video is. And you don't have to do it fast, but which is your favorite one? My favorite one that I've ever made, I have a couple. I enjoyed them all. Looking back at some of my first ones, oh my gosh, those are so cringy. They're really fun. They're kind of fun to watch though, because I was like, this is why you should buy the iPad Pro 10.5 inch in 2018. Like, I was so uncomfortable. Oh yeah, do not buy a 2015 MacBook. Yeah, that one got like 120. That one has like 125 dislikes. That one, like, I don't know why people hate that video so much. I was saying don't buy it new. Like, don't buy it because Apple was charging an absurd amount for old hardware. I feel like people read the title, got super emotional, got mad, and then commented and disliked it. That's what I think. Because, like, if you watch the video, you would understand what I was saying. But then I made a clarification on it, which is done a little bit better. But, yeah, that one, I love that video, though. That one actually got me my first couple of subscribers because I had no subscribers for a really long time. But that one actually got me some subscribers. Let's see. That one has that one has 159 dislikes and 84 likes. Wow. That is so bad. 159 dislikes. Oh my gosh. 159 dislikes. That's so crazy. Oh yeah, I don't have my Apple Watch on me. Here, wait. That's good. A Series 1 Apple Watch, that's awesome. I do have my Apple Watch around. I don't know where it's at.
It's on the counter.
It's on the counter. Oh, well, it's over there on the counter. Yeah, $180. That's awesome. That's a really, really good price for an Apple Watch. That you're gonna really enjoy that. I really do love mine. That's a great purchase. That's awesome. Good old Pete, congratulations. Mariah's dream. The first video I watched from you was Apple ecosystem under 999. Yeah, that one I like that one. That one I knew was a good video when I was making it because I think that applies to a lot of people because like some people might just be like, I have this budget, a $9.99. I think I did well on that video. That was one of my first videos I was actually like pretty proud of. I remember that. The Mac Pro video, Channel About Nothing. Yeah, that was actually one of my first videos. That was like the Mac Pro 3,1. I said that's my favorite computer, and it is. That one and the 4,1 fight back and forth between my favorite computers, but that one is certainly one of my favorite computers of all time because upgradable Mac, and normally those are dirt cheap. The 3,1s, the 4,1s aren't quite so cheap. For 180 you get 42 millimeter, or 149 you get 30. Yes, I have a 42 millimeter, and I would suggest paying the extra $30 for it, because there'll be tax, right? Unless you get it online. I'm not sure if you'll get taxed on that or not. But like for the extra $30, the extra real estate doesn't seem like much. But like I went back and played with one at Best Buy to see if I wanted the 38 one more, and I was like, well, I shouldn't return the 42 and play with 38. 38 was too small in my opinion. And being a guy, not that I'm like jacked or a big man or anything, but it felt better on my wrist than 42 did. The Mac Pro vid. A channel about nothing. I have made a bunch of Mac Pro vids. Don't you know that? Do I have one around here? No, I don't. Oh, I found a Mac Pro 1,1 the other day and a monitor for like $100. But I'm not sure. I wanted to buy it, but it was like the case was ruined, and I don't need it because I have this computer. How long have you been on YouTube? I find you a little bit ago, and you're kind of seriously also deserve way more subs. Well, thank you, good old Pete. I think January 10? January. I've been on since January. I actually not a lot. January 3rd, my girlfriend actually made me make my first video because I had been talking about it. So you can thank her for all my top-notch content. Yeah, well, thank you. I don't know if I deserve way more subs. I'm happy with 205. Obviously, I'd love to keep growing, but 205, like, that's amazing to me. When I hit 1,000, I want to do something like crazy. I'll jump off a 5-story building and land. No, not really. But yeah, thank you. I do appreciate that. I can't take compliments that well because I'm a little bit awkward. But thank you very much. Gentlemen, I think I know you sure have. Yeah, I know because Mac Pros are such great computers. You get Mac OS and you get upgradability. But, you know what I mean? A lot of people know that, so they're kind of expensive. But I do love a good Mac Pro. And the case is so beautiful, in my opinion. Trivia time. Our youngest son was PewDiePie's 312 subscribers. Seriously? That's really, really cool. 312? How does he know that? That is awesome. Man, when was that? That was probably like 9 years ago. That's crazy. 312? How many does he have now? He's got like 63 million, right? That is crazy. That's awesome. Well, chat about nothing. You were I'm not sure what subscriber you were. It doesn't tell me. Whatever subscriber you were, you will be, and then when I get to 63 million subs, like sometime next week, you could say that about me. LOL. I don't know who. I asked him who is doing all this for me. It was Felix. Yeah, that's funny. I love his videos. Actually, I watch PewDiePie's new videos. I like his newer videos actually better than his older videos. I said about 30 to 40, I think. Yeah, there you go. That's when I was 30 to 40 was between. I was stuck at 12 to like 15 until sometime around March, and then 30 to 40 I went up to like 45 in March. I uploaded that Do Not Buy MacBook Pro Do Not Buy 2015 MacBook Pro, and then I started getting some constant subs, and then I got to like 80, and then I started uploading more, and then my subscriber count shot up one day. I gained like 50 subs in 2 days, and then since then it's been relatively consistent up to 205. Have you tried collaborating with bigger channels? Some exposure would be nice. Yeah, I know. I have to get on that. I got to start contacting people, and the thing is like what I would worry. The one thing I worry about that, I think it's a great idea because I contacted. He's not the biggest channel ever, but I contacted Paul Grossclose. He's actually pretty interesting. He's like a really interesting dude. He had a stroke when he was really, really young. Like I think he was like 12 when he had a stroke. And he's like a really inspiring kid. If you haven't like watched him yet, actually like watch him. He's awesome. I genuinely really like all of his videos. He's super inspiring. If you want like a kick in the pants, kick in the ass there, he will certainly he's awesome. He's a really intelligent kid and he's awesome. So I've contacted him and we're supposed to be doing a collaboration sometime at the end of the month. He's got like 1,400 subscribers, so that would be nice. But my one thing is I just worry about like getting like notoriety from a bigger channel, gaining a bunch of subs, but then my view count not going up. Like I want to just grow people that like actually like me and not like me because some guy told them to like me. You know what I mean? Like I want to just earn them because you guys think my content is actually interesting and we have fun. Like the live stream, live streaming is like one of my favorite things. I don't know if you guys know this, but doing this the last 3 weeks has actually been a lot of fun. I like just talking with you guys because like I like making the videos obviously because I still do it, but just like the interaction. Like my favorite part of making the videos is the comment section, and my favorite part about doing live stream is just being able to like talk to you guys because like I don't really like YouTube to me isn't. I don't know. One day maybe it'd be great if I could do this like as a job or something, but for now it's that's not gonna happen. You know what I mean? So I just love just treating everybody's comment as like equal, and like even if they comment something mean towards me, I just like responding to it and just messing with them because it's like whatever, you don't have my video, who cares, move on. You know what I mean? And if you do like my video, I love commenting because I've actually come up with some good ideas in the comment section just about like a channel about nothing was actually kind of was kind of the reason I ended up building a computer. He wasn't the sole reason, but he was talking to me about like, well, Windows 10 is actually isn't that bad, and I was like, well, if I can't get my Hackintosh to work, Windows 10, if it's not that bad, this is from somebody who's been using Mac OS for years, 20, 30 years, maybe like I might want to try Windows again. And so like that's why I love the comment section. Like I genuinely, that's my favorite part of all the videos, and like I'm not just like lying about that. Like my girlfriend can attest to it. She knows that I comment on pretty much everything. Sometimes it won't come through, or I just don't know what to say, so I just don't comment. Good old Pete. Does your white chin about nothing feels like yes and 1,000 subs? Yeah, I know. I would love his growth path though. 2 years, and then he probably starts shooting up after that. I would take 1,000 subs though. If I get 1,000 subs by December, that would be amazing. That's what Chan About Nothing says that I'm going to have. 1,000 subs at the end of December, and he said 3,000 like this time next year, which would be great. I would love that. But if not, 205 is perfectly good with me. Honestly, anything over 30 was pretty much my goal, and so far I've obliterated that goal. Yeah, you want to keep those subs watching, not just that's the one thing. Like I agree. Like I would love to get more subs, and I would love to get more people like watching, because I think what I do have is relatively interesting. I don't have the greatest like lighting. I can't afford to go spending like my lighting are these this shade right here. I'm using a lamp right now, and like it's basic. Like I don't have the greatest stuff. I have a great camera, and I have a nice computer, and there are going to be upgrades in the future to better lighting and better stuff like that. But like I think if you like my content now, then in the future it's only going to get better. When I am getting better at making videos, when I'm getting better at editing, when I'm getting better lighting and stuff like that, I hope that in the future you guys do enjoy those upgrades. They're coming. It's just not going to happen tomorrow. You know what I mean? Yeah, you want to keep those. Yeah, I agree. And I just don't want subs to come here and just not like the videos and just be like, well, I'll subscribe to him because this guy told me to, and then I'm still getting the same amount of views. I think you will, maybe for 20. Channel About Nothing. Channel About Nothing is one of those channels that's gonna blow up, and he's gonna be on the news because he's just gonna get in trouble for like disagreeing with somebody, which is pretty much what 2018 is, and then his channel's gonna get deleted. More subs than the number of videos you used to be the goal. Yeah, that's true. I actually almost gave up not that long ago, and actually, this is a true story. I was at 30 or 40 subs, and I was at like 30 some videos, and I was like 2 subscribers away from having the same number of videos that I did subscribers, and I was like getting so discouraged because I was putting a lot of work into it, and my girlfriend was like, you gotta stick it out, you gotta stick it out, and I was like, honestly, if I have more videos than subscribers, I'm giving up. So I'm glad I never gave up. I don't think I would have technically given up, but like she knows I might have, so I'm glad I did it. My father told me never ate my, because when you fall it hurts more. Basically, he says loser. That's funny. My dad always just said, "Get out of here. I don't love you, son." No, he didn't. He doesn't say that. Well, he doesn't watch these videos, so I could probably say that, and he would never text me about it. Oh man, no, he doesn't actually. He didn't say that. He didn't say that. I'm just joking. Oh man, that's funny. I get a kick out of that. Well, that's exciting, good old Pete, about that Apple Watch. You really like it. I hope you really do enjoy the experience with an Apple Watch. It's fun. It's definitely something. I wasn't used to wearing a watch. I'm not wearing it right now, obviously, so I look like a schmuck. But wasn't used to wearing a watch, and once I got used to it, it is really nice. I have the one with cellular, which is really, really nice. It's more money, and it's $10 extra a month, and it's kind of a pain in the butt to pay the extra money. It's like kind of worth it, but it should just be given for free, in my opinion. But whatever. But it's nice to just leave my phone at home and then just go out, have the watch on me, and if someone texts me, I can boop, respond, and send it off. But even having it on me while my phone is on me, I find to actually only pretty much exclusively use the watch, which is great. So I think you're going to really like that Series 1. And I really hope you do like that, actually. I hope. Easy subs, Fortnite content, LOL at this point. Might as well dive into it. Yeah, for sure. This is my first Apple Watch. Yeah, I have put out like 2 videos that have Fortnite in the title. I was just testing a theory. And then I watched this video from like Luke Miani. He's got good videos too. I just gotta stop telling other people to go watch other people, but Yeah, I just gotta go straight Fortnite stuff. I'm just gonna throw Fortnite in every title. No, I've done 3 Fortnite videos actually. That's not true. Oh man, what a bump. I loved it when LG launched smartwatches. Ouch. Well, I loved it when any Android company, Android-based phone company, tried to launch a smartwatch. Those did really well. Although, you know what? If you want to get a cheap smartwatch, go find an Android one because those are dirt cheap. I found one for I think $70. I had one for my Samsung. I had a Gear S2. No, I didn't like it. Yeah, I was just saying that. Yeah, he actually just posted a video about that, and I was like, oh, that's funny. I'd actually tried that. He's fun to watch. He's got good quality videos, and they are not cheap either. Well, yeah. Well, like the Samsung Gear S3 Frontier is like $400. I mean, so is the Apple Watch, so I can't really say anything about that. But the resale value on those things is so bad. Like those things you can get for pretty cheap now. I think that's very, very funny. I get a pretty good kick out of that. I'm really excited to finish this Hackintosh build because it is done technically. But like I was saying, I gotta put the glowing apple logo here. I gotta put these Steve Jobs inside of there. It's gonna be awesome. I cannot wait for that video. I think you guys are really gonna like that. I genuinely think you're gonna think it's awesome. I hope you do, at least. But yeah, I love building computers though. I mean, I don't know if you guys have built a lot of computers, the few people watching here, but it's just like the feeling you get when you build a computer is actually really, really. It's so you just feel so rewarded when you hit that power button and it actually shows up on the screen. You're like, yes, it actually works. So you're running Hackintosh. What about Windows on a Mac? Oh, interesting question, Nick. I did have Windows on my old MacBook Pro that I sold. Let's take a moment of silence for the MacBook Pro. I was thinking about making a funny like a MacBook Pro like in memoriam video, like 3 minutes long, just with super sad music, black and white, and me just talking about it. But I have run Windows on my Mac, and I used it mainly for things that just wouldn't work on my Mac, like stupid things like Word and Pages conversions. I couldn't like really get that, and it never really worked on my Mac. So I had Windows. The trackpad on Windows was awful. I never enjoyed that experience. I hated that. I always had to use an external mouse like this one. I had to because the trackpad on Windows was terrible. Downloading Windows was fine because I actually gamed on that. I played Fortnite at 1080p at 50 frames per second on my late 2013 MacBook Pro with the GT 750. That actually worked great. But it would get hot. It would definitely get hot. But the trackpad was so lousy in Windows, I think. I never had a good experience with it because I was using a MacBook and I was thinking I could use the gestures on Mac OS, and the drivers just weren't that great, I don't think. Of course, if you're an Apple guy, I am as well. But have you tried any OnePlus phones? I heard they're great, but have you tried? No, I've never had a OnePlus phone. The only Android phones I've ever had were my first phone ever was like I think it was like an HTC Android phone. That was before the iPhone 4 came out. That was years ago. No, I've never tried a OnePlus phone. My girlfriend's brother had one, and the idea of a OnePlus phone is so great. You get a lot of stuff for a pretty cheap price. It keeps going up and up and up. Eventually, it's going to cost the same as like a flagship phone. And you do lose features like you don't have wireless charging and stuff like that. I don't believe it had a waterproof rating. But the OnePlus phones are awesome, and their marketing is amazing. I follow them on Facebook just to like learn what they do, and they do a pretty good job over there at OnePlus. But Android, oh man, my girlfriend has Android, and every time you open up the phone, you just unlock it. The apps take like 3 seconds, it feels like, to show the icon. I don't understand. Android is just a no-go for me. I can't do it. When you finish the Hackintosh, use the greatest Steve image as the thumbnail, the title, World's First Steve Jobs bobblehead. Alright, I'll do that. It's gotta have the right clickbait though. You know what I mean? It's got the right clickbait. World's first Steve Jobs bobblehead hacking. That is true. But it's gotta have the glowing apple logo, because I think that's what people are gonna go to. if I can get that to work, it's gonna look sweet. If not, it's gonna look so bad. But whatever, it'll be fun. Steve Jobs and bobblehead Hackintosh. The program I use to tune my car only makes software for Windows, so I want to get some input. Yeah, so what I did was I had a 500 gigabyte SSD on my old MacBook Pro, and what I did was I allocated 64 gigabytes for Windows, because I wanted macOS was the main operating system, but if I had to use Windows, I would. Windows, it worked fine. Like, it worked fine other than the trackpad, so just a heads up, like the trackpad experience isn't great. I would definitely suggest getting, like, just a cheapo wireless mouse. I think I have one of them. Like, I got this wireless mouse here from Five Below, and it was like $5. I would definitely use an external mouse. Keyboard works fine, but external mouse for sure when you're running Windows on a Mac, because the trackpad just is not good. I seriously can't get used to Android and the fact that getting a software update is basically, yeah, I know. It is so, I had a Note 8, and Android Oreo had come out, and all of these great features like picture-in-picture with YouTube, which is awesome, which I wish I had on the iPad. I wish the iPad supports picture-in-picture on Hulu and Netflix, two apps I use, mainly Hulu, but Netflix too. But it doesn't support picture-in-picture with YouTube. My girlfriend's phone supports picture-in-picture with YouTube, and that's the one thing I'm jealous of with Android is picture-in-picture on YouTube. But it was like, Android Oreo came out in like August, and her phone didn't get that update until like just a few months ago, in 2018. I mean, that update was so, it takes them like 6 or 7 months. I don't know why Google doesn't just say, I'm locking it down. Like, this is what it is. Everyone can use Android, it's an open source, but you have to get these updates out like in this time frame or something where you can't use it. That's what I would do if I was Google, because there are so many great features with the new updates. Android is not good, Pete. I agree. Yeah, I agree. It's awful. Carly, my girlfriend, KRLEIGH10, she's just a little shit starter. Yeah, I agree. Multitasking, they have multitasking on like an iPad, like for example. It's not bad. I mean, it's, let me see, I could pull it up here. Like you can have, let's say I have Hulu running here. You can actually do, like that, you can have messages pop up, which is kind of nice. And then you can do the same thing with music, which is nice. And then, let's see, you can have other apps pop up. I don't think that supports it. I'm not even sure. I think this might support it. That, you can do that too. But I think the problem is Apple treats their phones like they're so tiny. There's an awful lot of space on an iPhone 8 Plus to put a tiny little screen, because most of the time I'm not really even watching the content. I'm kind of just listening to it and then glancing down every once in a while when I'm using the like in the corner here with like Hulu. And I wish they would just do that with an iPhone, because that would make the experience so much better. Allegedly, with the iPhone 10 Plus or 11 Plus or whatever, that might happen, but they probably won't. I wish they would, and I know they can. The processors are plenty powerful. They should do it, but they probably won't. Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, iPads have multitasking, but iPhones, I definitely think iPhones could use an update with real multitasking and not double tap home, click, double tap, click, double tap. Like, it'd be great to have two apps next to each other. And Apple would do it in a way that looks good, just like this. And I don't know. I'm not sure why they haven't done it, but beyond me, you know? Let's see. I bought a Samsung Galaxy Note Pro 12.2-inch and loved the form factor, but the OS was just too jerky and sluggish. Yeah, that's my biggest thing with Android. It feels, with iOS, it always is responsive. I feel like if I swipe this way, the screen is gonna move from here to here. You know what I mean? And if I click on an app, it's gonna do like the little darkening and then open up. But like with Android, I had so many problems where I would swipe over and then nothing would be loaded, and then it would like load up. It's like, these are the home screens. Shouldn't these just always be loaded? Shouldn't you know where these apps are? And I think a lot of that might have to do with the widgets. I'm not sure. I'm not like a coder. I have no clue. But I think a lot of that stuff might have to do with like the widgets and just like Android as a whole. God, I'm thirsty. Yeah, I had a Galaxy Tablet 2 in 2013, and I used it for like 3 days and ended up getting rid of it because I couldn't deal with Android. Can you turn that down? You're gonna hear that in the background. Sorry, my girlfriend walked in. You think the new LCD iPhone this year was still better than? If it's priced the way that they're saying, that's gonna be so tempting. I might get the LCD iPhone if it's, because the feature difference. If it doesn't include wireless, if they cut out a bunch of features, then maybe not. But if it's a similar phone, and for that price, what I think they're saying like $700, $750. That's gonna be with that screen size, 6.1 inches. That's gonna be a really tough sell for me to not get that one. I could save like $300, maybe $400, and get basically the same phone with all the same features with just an LCD panel. I don't care. OLED, LCD, they all look the same. I mean, okay, one looks a tiny bit better than the other, but like you can't tell it look better unless you're comparing the phones. Day-to-day use, my LCD phone with the iPhone 8 Plus, it looks great. I have no problems with it. I look at my girlfriend's phone, I'm like, oh yeah, this looks just like a little bit better. I don't care though, it doesn't bother me. But no 410. Yeah, that's the thing. That's like my biggest concern with the new iPhone, like the budget iPhone, the LCD one, would just be how many features they remove. Because Force Touch, I really, really enjoy. I don't know, it's just something I really like. I just like the feedback. I just like being able to press hard on like pictures, swipe up, save the image. I just genuinely enjoy doing that stuff. Let me turn this down. But sorry, that was terrible. That's scum. That's trash move right there. But yeah, I don't know if it comes with way too many features missing, then I don't know. It's gonna be a tough sell to me. But if it's got like most of the heavy hitting features, if it doesn't have Force Touch, that's okay. But if it's missing like other features like maybe like Bluetooth 5, no wireless charging, stuff like that. It's got slower like internet, like cellular connection. I don't know. That's gonna be a tough sell if it's missing too many features. But if it's like similar features with a cheaper price tag and a bigger screen size, it's gonna be. I don't know why you'd ever get the small iPhone 10, in my opinion, unless you just want the smaller phone. But like, why don't you just spend less money and get the bigger phone? I don't know. That's weird. Yeah, I know. Apple price drops in current phones by about her. Yeah, I know, because the iPhone 8 Plus is gonna have all the features. It's got the two cameras. The LCD model probably isn't gonna have the two cameras, but it will have the Face Unlock, Face ID. The iPhone 8 Plus has wireless charging. It's got a great CPU. It's got an overkill CPU for a phone. Yeah, I know the iPhone 8 Plus versus the LCD model. Again, it's gonna be, you're basically just buying again a little bit more specs for less money, or a phone that's got a notch cut out that looks better. Yeah, it's gonna be. I know it's gonna be super interesting. I'm actually really interested to see how they decide to do that. Decide to do the pricing this year. Hopefully, it's good for the consumers, but it's Apple, so who knows? All right, so thank you all for watching. I think I'm gonna end it here now. I'm getting kind of tired, and I have a bunch of things to do with my Hackintosh tonight. But I will be putting out a video tomorrow. If you see in the background right back there, hidden behind those two monitors is an iMac that I'll be talking about. I picked that up for $300, and it's worth like five or 600, 400 to 600. So I'll be talking about that tomorrow probably. And thank you all for watching. I really, honestly, this is like one of my favorite things. Thank you all for coming in here, and I will see you in the next one. This has been Scott with Tech Night Clips. Peace out. No, I can't do the cool exit like that because I gotta get up and press the X on the phone. But thank you all for watching again.